Do you guys remember that line? He's not a married guy. He's Dean. My Dean.
He's not a married guy. He's Dean. My Dean.
This scene is the most cringe scene I've seen on TV for a while. My skin was literally crawling hearing Rory speak here. I was in shock. Like, I literally had to look around again. And I was wondering, am I the only one seeing how unbearable and tough this is to watch? Hi, my name is Susan. If you're new here, welcome. If you're not new here, how's it going? In this scene, Lorelai gets back home and she goes on a monologue on how her day went. She's not hearing any response from Rory, but she keeps on talking. Typical Lorelai fashion. Eventually, her monologue stops when she sees Rory and Dean step out of a room. Dean pretends to be here because he's trying to borrow something.
Dean came over to borrow something.
But Lorelai immediately picks up and she knows that something is wrong, something else is up. So Rory tries to change the topic and she's talking about CDs that she's picked for them to watch. And Lorelai goes, so what did he come to borrow? And then she says the truth. She tells her mom that it just happened. She and Dean obviously slept together. And she goes further to tell her mom. Listen to this, please.
I'm sorry I didn't talk to you about it first. I know I promised I would, but I swear I didn't know that this was going to happen.
Like, I think I was shocked at this situation, but I became shocked as this scene went on. Like, I just continually got shocked, more shocked than I previously was. And then she goes on to tell her mom that all her warning paid off about protection, that she used protection. And she also had the audacity to further say that her mom should be happy because it happened with Dean. And Dean is a good guy. And of course, her mom should be happy with her about it.
Well, aren't you glad that it happened with someone who's good and really loves me?
And her mom is like, is he still married? And she says, oh, it's not working out between them. And her mom goes, okay, so he told you that he's getting a divorce and he's getting a lawyer and they're splitting up their properties, right? Like, you guys have spoken about that, right? And she's like,
we didn't get around to discussing everything.
You didn't get around to discussing everything?
It was a crazy night.
but you found yourself on the bed with him, right? And honestly, I can't get over Lorelai's facial expression through this whole situation because it was not only cringe, it was annoying, it was hard to watch, it was upsetting. She was so disappointed and you could just see it written all over her face. Like, you know, I think her facial expression was top notch, to be honest. Anyway, I think again that she was so patient with Rory in this scene. Rory was clearly playing the blame game. She was trying to blame everybody else but herself for what just happened, trying to call out Lindsay and saying she's not good. She's not good for him. She makes him work to death.
She's not good for him, okay? She lets him quit school and work himself to death.
To which her mom responds very calmly and says, you can't be one of those girls who blames the wife for cheating. She also tries to justify what she did by telling Lorelai that Lorelai, her mom, was with Chris when he was engaged to Sherry, trying to make excuses, right, for her also being in the same situation with Dean. And really, all I could see when watching this scene was a young girl who refused to take any accountability. She low-key knew what she was doing was wrong, but she chose to be oblivious to it. To me, it was the audacity to call out Lindsay. Like, I honestly still can't get past that. As tough as this scene was for me to watch, I certainly have to give props to Lorelai for staying calm through all of this. Like, being emotionally intelligent to see that something was off and navigate that extremely aggravating discussion with Rory. It is obvious how Lorelai's arc grew from this scene. If you guys recall that night when Rory didn't come back home at night and Emily came to check them out and she discovered that Rory wasn't back home and then she was like snapping at Lorelai like, where's your daughter? Why is she not back home?
Rory is missing!
I know that, and your yelling is not helping me!
This is how she's going to end up like you. She's going to also get pregnant because she stayed out late all night.
Lorelai Gilmore, I've watched you do a lot of stupid things in your life, and I have held my tongue.
You've what?
But I will not stand by and let you allow that girl to ruin her life.
If you recall, after that whole incident, after she defended her daughter, in front of Emily, like when Rory came back home, she literally just took out the whole frustration on her because she had heard all of these things that her mom said. And
What were you thinking? Staying out all night? Are you insane?
I'm sorry. It was an accident.
You're talking to the queen of staying out all night. I invented the concept. This is no accident. You can't do this, period.
obviously she thought that it could be true, right? And so she took out the frustration on her, even though she had defended her daughter with Emily. We're seeing a completely different Lorelai here, handling a situation like this very differently from how she would have handled it in the past. And I think that's quite commendable, but it doesn't change the fact that I thought that this episode was super cringe. And anytime I want to watch this again, I probably will skip past this part because it is so insufferable. Anyway, I want to know what you guys thought of this scene. I know I am not the only one that found this, this scene very, very upsetting. So let me know what you thought of this situation, how they both handled it, what they could have done differently. Thank you for watching this video. I really appreciate it. By the way, if you're new here, if you're yet subscribed, please subscribe. Please like this video to let me know that you liked it. Also click on the notification bell if you want to get notified anytime I drop a video. And I have a lot more videos on Gilmore Girls. I think this TV show is quite interesting to me as there are lots of dynamics, different issues that were discussed on this show that is worth, looking at through the lens of this film. And that is why I am talking about it. So if you want to watch more of my thoughts on Gilmore Girls as a show and the different dynamics and the different topics that I feel were projected on the show, please check out this playlist that might be showing on the screen. Thank you for watching again, and I will see you in next video. Bye.